So a pretty lackluster week of surf so far this week, with small surf and wet conditions continuing for the weekend. Today's August the 29th, and this is your weekend surf report for the Upper Texas coast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The saltwater recon cam has the current conditions at the flagship on Thursday morning, showing some storms moving through with really small, maybe knee-high surf conditions with quite a bit of easterly current. I did actually see a guy on a longboard around 39th Street this morning, so it is rideable if you're desperate, but it's just really small. Same deal down in Surfside with really small waves and light winds that's just not doing anything for the surf. The current NOAA buoy at Freeport is reading 3 feet at 6 seconds with a 9.7 knot east-southeast wind. This time yesterday was reading 2.3 feet at 5 seconds. So the conditions are a little bit bigger than yesterday, with it currently being around knee-high, so still really small. But maybe if the onshore winds continue through today and tonight, we'll have something a bit more rideable by Friday morning. Predict wind is showing those east-southeast winds continuing for Thursday and Thursday night, before a short period of offshore winds on Friday morning. After Friday, the winds are going to stay light for the weekend and go before offshore and onshore. That's going to keep the surf small but fairly clean all weekend. Surfline is showing the same thing with light winds and the surf never really getting over knee high. I think your best bet is to look for periods during the high tides in the mornings when the winds are going to be light, and maybe you can grab a small longboard wave. The current National Hurricane Center map showing a potential low pressure forming, but that wouldn't be until further down the road, maybe more than 7 days out, but something to keep our eye on. For this weekend, the current radar is showing lots of rain around the Gulf, so it looks like it's going to be a wet holiday weekend ahead. So small surf and a bit of rain around for this weekend. The surf's not totally flat, so you could potentially get a longboard wave on the higher tide. For the long range, it looks like we've got a couple of low pressures trying to form out the Atlantic, so that's something to keep our eye on. Thanks for watching and enjoy your holiday weekend.